Hey LHS, and welcome to the February edition of Book Talk. This month I'm going to be talking to you about new books that have come in over the last few weeks. We've got a lot of really good ones. The first one is Girl Forgotten, and this is April Henry's new book. So if you liked The Girl Who Was Supposed to Die or Girl Stolen, this is that same author. So it's called Girl Forgotten, and it's about a girl named Piper who starts a podcast, a true crime podcast, because there's an unsolved murder in her town. A girl named Layla was killed, and they've never found the murderer. And so Piper starts this podcast with her friend Jonas, and they're going to try to figure it out. And then they get a little bit too close for comfort, and Piper starts getting death threats and being told she's got to shut it down. So she's got to find the murderer before the murderer finds her. Woo! God love an April Henry book. They're the best. The next book I want to talk to you about is called We'll Never Tell. And this is about 4 high school seniors who run a YouTube channel where they break into kind of abandoned homes in Hollywood and talk about what happened there. Well, they break into a home. This is their last big show before they graduate. And it's the home where a murder-suicide took place in the 70s. And they trigger an alarm and they go running to get out before they get caught. And only 3 of them make it out. The 4th one is stabbed and bleeding out, left inside. And there's so many questions that are left unanswered. Did this happen because of the curse that was in this home? Did one of the crew members attack him? Who caused it? The police are involved, lots of cover-ups, lots of good mystery in this one. We'll never tell. This next one is called A Long Stretch of Bad Days by Mindy McGinnis. Mindy McGinnis is a powerhouse mystery author for high school. So this one is another one that gets into podcasting. These 2 girls are both a half a credit short of graduating high school. And so they're going to get credit if they create a podcast, except one of them is from a wealthy family in town and the other one is definitely from the wrong side of the tracks. And she's hoping to be the first one in her family to graduate high school. They end up researching for this podcast what they call a long stretch of bad days. It's like a week in their town's history where there was like a tornado and a flood and then a murder. And it's the only murder that's ever happened in their town. And they start digging in deep and unearthing clues and finding things. And as you can imagine, in a town with a lot of secrets, a lot of people have some things to hide. So this one unfolds really, really well. I love Mindy McGinnis. Okay, the last one for this month is another mystery. This one is called Lying in the Deep. And it's in the main character's best friend and boyfriend hook up and she ends up brokenhearted. She wants to get away from them and everything to do with them. So she books this like 11-month cruise and she's gonna go all over the world. Obviously she's got some money. She gets on the boat and she's ready to run from everything that's broken her heart, only to find out that the 2 lovebirds who crushed her soul are also on the cruise. She becomes obsessed with them and one of them ends up murdered. Then other people end up murdered and they all think that the main character, Jade is her name, they all think that Jade is the one killing them, and so she works with her new crush that she met on the cruise to clear her name. This is kind of an at-seas mystery where you got nowhere to go and people keep dying, lying in the deep. Okay guys, I hope one of these 4 books sparked your interest this month. These are just 4 of the new books that we've gotten in the month of February. There are a ton more, including in romance, so stop by and check them out. I'll see you in the library.